James is a very splendid red engine. He loves chugging around Sodor and showing off his shiny red paintwork. However, on a Piston Cup race day, everywhere Thomas or Edward goes, they get cheered by all the racing fans because they are both blue, like the King Strip Weathers. For Lewis fans, they cheer for Donald and Douglas because they're black, just like him. James used to get cheered at when Lightning was red, but on race days with crews, Lightning gets painted to his Doc Hudson livery, so no one cheers for James anymore, and he lost interest in racing ever since. Fiery tankers. Early one morning, Thomas, Percy, and James were summoned by Lightning and crews.
Hi, guys.
Hi, you two. You looking forward to racing on Sodor's very own raceway, crews?
I sure am, Thomas. Mr. McQueen, my chief, has shown me the track a few days ago, and I can't wait to set my tires on the tarmac.
Say, McQueen, does that mean you're not racing anymore? And is your blue paint permanent?
Don't worry, Percy. Me and Cruz are still racing together, and as for my blue paint, it's not for every day, it's for race weekends and special events only. I told you before, remember?
Ah, I see.
Are you looking forward to this weekend's race, James? I don't know. Racing isn't my kind of thing. Besides, now that Lightning's blue on race days, no one cheers for my red paint anymore.
Oh, what about the time you were racing Thomas and Percy, only to crash into a tunnel that was closed off?
That's different. Ugh. Besides, the only thing I like about race weekends is taking passengers and fans to the track, and that's what I'll be doing too. I'll look grand when I race along with my coaches behind me.
Oh, no, you're not, James.
What do you mean, sir?
I mean, you're not taking these fans this time, James. Thomas and Percy will. You are to collect the team and their equipment from the docks and take it to the Sodor Raceway.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, trucks. It's not fair. Why is it always me that has to pull trucks? I'm too splendid for trucks.
Too splendid. That's what you think, you big red bull.
You can't pull coaches all the time. Passengers are more exciting and important than silly goods trains. And you troublesome trucks should find yourselves lucky that you're being pulled by me. Ugh.
James wasn't having a very good day. When he arrived at the docks, Cranky and John were unloading the racing teams. There were racing cars and lots of trailers and flatbeds as far as the eye could see. James was impressed by the color schemes on the vehicles, but he still thinks that they are just ordinary freight.
Wow. Maybe this job won't be so bad after all. Hey, who's that? Hey, Salty, who's that car over there?
That's Jackson Storm, matey. He's one of the cars that'll be racing this week.
He seems like a good car to me.
Maybe so, James, but Jackson Storm isn't very nice.
Oh, shut up. You just don't know anything about fastest machines in the whole world. I'm going to have a talk with him.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Jackson Storm, right? Bet you're ready for this weekend's race? I'm James, the red engine, by the way. The one and only.
I'm sure I am. Thank you, James. You have no idea what a pleasure it is for me to finally beat an out-of-date machine like you.
Yes, Wait, did he say meet or beat?
I think you heard.
What?
You heard me. You've been around a lot of years. I'm very surprised that you steam kettles are still in action on this out-of-date island. I was built more recently, and I'm one of the new generation cars for the Piston Cup, and I can still beat any old heap of junk any day.
That made James very cross.
Hey, listen you! You're talking to the fastest red engine on Sodor. I can be splendid and I'm mainly pole coaches, but I can still beat a race car any day.
That would be the day, old-timer. Besides, it takes everything I got to beat you.
Oh yeah? Do you want to race? Just to see which of us is the fastest machine on Sodor.
Sure, got some time to kill before my team arrives on the next boat. But you're the one needing some luck.
Oh, we'll see about that. Want to go?
James and Jackson Storm started their race. The race was definitely on.
Is that all you got, old-timer?
Then, there was trouble. James's signal was red up ahead. Brian and Dylan, the Ginty brothers, were waiting there too.
James, slow down. You've got a red signal.
Oh, come on.
James applied his brakes, but he was going too fast to stop quickly.
James, stop!
James!
Oh no! Sorry, Neville.
Enjoy your retirement, old-timer!
I wonder what the rush is all about. Beats me, bro. Beats me.
By the time James got to the Sodor Raceway, Jackson Storm was already at the Outdoor Racing Car Museum, ready to start gloating again.
Here comes the slowest red engine on Sodor. Are you ready for your retirement? Oh no, it's that so-called Mr. Nice Guy. Again.
What a jerk. Always is, always will be.
Leave him alone, Storm. Oh hi, former champ. You better get my new set of mud flaps ready after today, because I'm totally gonna kick your wheels off that gritty racer of yours.
I see you met Jackson Storm, James.
Yeah, I did. He kept saying I'm the slowest red engine on Sodor, and that I should retire. He's the worst fella I ever had the displeasure to encounter. James, I'm afraid that Storm fellow is always like that. He even forced other racers off the track on purpose. What? Why?
So he can preserve his winning streak for anyone else.
Yep. But that's when I stepped in and showed that bully who's boss by beating him to the flag of my first ever race.
She sure did. Woohoo! Yay, Cruz! Yep, that gave Cruz a chance to shine in the spotlight. And now she's a world champion too.
Oh, shush, you lots.
Hey, that's what I'll do. What? You're going to ignore him? Nope. The next time I see him, when I collect the next lot of racing teams, I'll race him again. But I'll be going so fast that I'd knock spots off every engine or car on Sodor.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, James. You're not built to be as fast as Storm.
I'll be okay. I am the fastest red engine on Sodor after all. Watch out, Storm. I'm coming for you.
This isn't going to end well.
With not long to go before the racers' qualifying starts, James had one more train to collect from the docks, fueled trucks, and Jackson Storm's team.
Be careful, James. I was lifting that. Can't stop, Cranky. I've got a race to win.
Are you going to lose again, James? Like you always do?
Oh, shut up, Graham.
You want another race, do you? If you want to make a fool of yourself, that's fine, but you still have no chance against me, old-timer.
Oh, we'll see about that, because you're the one who's going down, you arrogant jerk.
James is determined to win this time.
What's that smell? It smells like fuel! Leaking fuel!
I'll show you who's the better and fastest machine yet.
We both knew who that is, don't we?
Then, there was trouble.
That's a win to the fastest red engine on Sodor.
But James didn't know that he's heading for trouble himself. Because the tanker had bashed into Cranky's container so hard, it has now started leaking fuel, and sparks shot out of James's funnel as he was puffing very hard.
Hello, Paxton.
Hi, Thomas. Oh my! Look at James!
Whoa, James, you're on fire! I know. I'm doing so much better than that Stormy show-off. No, you're really on fire, literally. What? Oh no, not this again. Oh, I'm on fire! Again.
He really is a fiery inferno today, isn't he?
James reached the sidings by the track and the fire was put out in no time. But the tankers and Jackson Storm's team trailer were all burnt to a crisp. Boy, that's one fiery storm you caused, James!
Not to mention you made a mess of Jackson Storm's trailer.
Oh man. I'm sure to be in trouble now.
At that moment, Stepney, who was helping out for the race weekend, arrived with the last of the new fuel tankers and Jackson Storm on his flatbed.
And then there was trouble.
Excuse me, Stepney, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't it supposed to be my job to narrate, not yours? You're supposed to be a character in this episode, not the narrator!
Oh no! What have you done to my team trailer? You stupid idiot!
Uh-oh.
James Stone Red Engine. I'm giving you a black and white flag.
A black and white flag? What does that mean?
In a world of racing, a black and white flag means it's a warning for anyone who was being unfair and causing trouble on the track.
This is a warning for you, James. I asked you to do a good job today, but instead, you competed against Jackson Storm, and because of the fire you caused, you destroyed his team kit. One more accident today, and it's a black flag for you. In a world of racing, a black flag means you are disqualified and you are out of the race.
I don't want to be out of a race, sir.
Right, but like all bad racers, a punishment is in order. After the race on Sunday, you will take the team back to the docks so they could sail home.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
That takes care of him. Speaking of punishment, Storm, I've heard talks that you've been punished for what you did to Cruz at the start of the year. Oh, come on! That wasn't even my fault, and nor was today. That was James' fault. I tried to tell you all that Cruz doesn't belong in the racing world, but you won't listen to me.
I'm afraid he is right, Storm. Because of your attitude and forcing Cruz into the wall, not only have you been disqualified from your second place, but you're banned for the next 6 races, including this one, and a $5 million grand fine.
But my team and my gear are destroyed. Looking, thanks to him, how could I pay that stupid fine?
Oh, I'm sure helping out on this track for the next few months will help you earn the money you need, won't it?
Or you could help on my Bluebell line.
The next day, it was race day, and James and the others watched Cruz in her race.
I'm sorry you got into trouble with Jackson Storm, James. It's okay. It's partly my fault. I shouldn't have wanted to outdo that sleek modern jerk. Even though I did Cruz a favour, Jackson Storm is sure to be enemies with me now, since I've ruined his team. Maybe so, but you won't need to worry. He's going back to his country to start his team up all over again, so you won't be hearing from him for a while. Well, that's a relief. At least now I'm safe and sound from that Storm jerk, and I'll never be hearing from him again. Ha!
Except getting your paint dirty by Cruz winning the race. There's something you weren't safe from.
Ha ha, very funny. Yeah, I think the dirt really suits your new nickname perfectly, eh? Fiery Storm. Oh, I can't believe this is happening again. Oh.